14, the right news at the right time, and the Spirit of Community Award winner. This is Fox 14 News at 9.
A new program is helping people behind bars get ready for outside life. We'll explain how it's helping inmates prepare to live a successful life after their sentence. And 3 LSU students dead, a 4th injured within days of each other. We'll tell you what we know so far about each incident. Plus, the Arklamiss is experiencing a physician shortfall. What's the cause and what's the cure to keep doctors from leaving the area? Thank you for choosing Fox 14. I'm Sarah Scarlett. First on Fox, the Ouachita Parish Correctional Center is 3 months into a new program that could help inmates break the cycle of returning to a life of crime. Fox 14's Maya Hudgens is back from talking with an official at Ouachita Parish Correctional on what this program will consist of. Maya?
Sarah, the Louisiana Department of Corrections is bringing in teachers for an education program. This allows prisoners to change their life now and hopefully their future once they have their freedom back.
Jail isn't just for metal bars and handcuffs. Now inmates can look forward to receiving a foundation in education.
Basically nowadays you can't even get a regular job unless you've had your high school diploma.
HighSet is a program that allows inmates to learn the core subjects and get a high school diploma in 3 to 6 months. The Ouachita Parish Sheriff's Office believes this will help combat falling back into crime and ultimately becoming a productive member of society once released.
You can see it in their face when they graduate, when they're participating or they see the others graduate. They want it so bad, and it just gives them that boost of confidence.
The education program is 100% optional. Currently, there are 25 students who are hungry to learn.
We just had recently 9 graduates, so we were very excited about that. That was our first one.
Many who have already graduated from the program are going on to study for a college degree. Some even stay and volunteer as an in-class tutor for those who are still learning.
According to officials, when employees see a convict made an effort to get degrees, they have a higher chance of getting hired. This program is no cost to taxpayers as it's funded by the Sheriff's Office and police jury.
Them to participate in class is no charge. Their testing fees are about $75, and of course we pay their testing fees for them.
Though this program may seem small to others, this allows inmates to have a secure future despite their rap sheet.
In the future, the Sheriff's Office hopes to bring in a vocation program. In the studio, I'm Maya Hudgens, Fox 14 News.
Thanks, Maya. 3 LSU students have died in recent days and a 4th suffered chemical burns. Yesterday afternoon, 18-year-old Maraka Dennis was found unresponsive inside Cypress Hall. The coroner has yet to release the autopsy results, but noted that there were no signs of trauma. Her cause of death remains under investigation. Over the weekend, 18-year-old Gilgamesh Homan fractured the back of his skull while skateboarding. His father, Michael, confirmed Gilgamesh died last night. And back on September 7th, PhD student Faraz Ul-Amin was killed during his shift at Mr. Lucky's Valero gas station on Airline Highway. Antonio Watts was arrested last week after confessing to the murder. Another student suffered burns in the Life Sciences building. That individual was sent to a hospital, and more information will be given as it becomes available. A West Monroe man is behind bars and facing several drug charges. 24-year-old Zachary Robert was pulled over for speeding. The officer who stopped Robert said Robert appeared really nervous. The officer also saw a joint on the center console. After searching the vehicle, the officer also found a clear vacuum-sealed bag with over $5 grand, 2 rifles, and a handgun. Officers also searched Robert's home and found more drugs. Roberts confessed to owning the drugs and admitted to selling them. He was arrested and booked on multiple drug possession charges with intent to distribute. The Caldwell Parish Sheriff's Department warns local businesses to look out for counterfeit bills circulating in the area. Counterfeit $100 bills have been received in the last few weeks. The Sheriff's Office asked business owners to advise their cashiers to analyze bills carefully. A telling sign that the bills are fake is on the back side of the bill where a Chinese emblem is shown. Now, if you received a counterfeit bill, you're asked to call Caldwell Sheriff's Department at 318-649-2345. Now on to some health news. Local doctors and nurses met for a luncheon roundtable discussion focusing on issues within the medical field. A major topic was how the funding for mental health has changed and why there seems to be an influx of mental health needs. The roundtable gave local health officials a seat to the table to express how health is impacted by outside factors in our area. Those who attended say the event was helpful and they will use the information discussed to further their own work and practice.
The more that we can be involved with the state and leaders in the state of Louisiana to discuss topics that are important in Northeast Louisiana related to health care, and to bring in a diverse crowd.
Health administrators at St. Francis say they hope there's another opportunity to speak with more government leaders about medical health in the future. And speaking of health care, a shortage of physicians in the U.S. has been predicted in primary and specialty care. According to the Association of American Medical Colleges, the United States will face a significant shortage of physicians due to population growth, an increase in the number of aging Americans, and retirement of practicing doctors. A third of our doctors here in the ArkLaMiss are nearing retirement within the next decade, with the average age being 55. Franklin Medical Center is taking action now through scholarship programs for graduate students.
These schools often they are accepting 50 to 100, if not a few more students. If we can retain, 5–10% of that each year, that's around 7 to 15 doctors that can stay in this area, open their own practices, be a part of other practices.
Anna at Monroe is also working on an expansion to bring a whole new generation of caregivers. ULM's new medical school will begin training future doctors by 2021. Fox 14 News is your local election headquarters. A new Nexstar poll shows Baton Rouge businessman and Republican challenger Eddie Rispone is making gains in the race for Louisiana governor, but just how many? The poll conducted by JMC Analytics in polling has Edwards and Abraham as the frontrunners in the race. Edwards remains in the lead with 41%, while Abraham sits at 24%. Rispone rounds out the three with just 16%. 16% of those polled were undecided. Edwards, Abraham, and Rispone will face off tomorrow night in a televised debate that you can watch on our sister station, NBC 10, and the debate starts at 7. Well, if you're not ready for the winter season, this may just get you pumped. The community Christmas tree in El Dorado is making a comeback after 5 years. A group was able to get together and brainstorm how to restore the tree. They raised $30,000, and the Advertising Works Board matched the amount to officially bring it back. The Murphy Arts District is bringing in a new attraction. They'll officially be bringing the ice skating rink to its amphitheater. Many say El Dorado will be the place to be this holiday season.
It's going to be a wonderful holiday season in El Dorado. Yeah. The merriest of Christmases.
Volunteers will be needed to help put the tree up. There will be a lighting ceremony November 21st, and it'll last until January 1st. Well, hopefully in November it'll be cooler outside, right?
Anything's better than late September.
Yeah.
It's been a bummer out there lately, and hopefully a little bit of relief today for some as Imelda's remnants or moisture remnants continue to move through our area. Still tropical depression, and we'll take a look at how those remnants could continue to impact us next on Fox.
Thanks a lot, Jared. Also coming up on Fox, we're talking money matters. Feds have announced interest rates are set to be cut again. We'll explain what that means for you. And evidence surfaces that missile strikes on a Saudi oil field were launched from Iran. We'll share what's being presented as proof. All that and more is up next on Fox 14 News.
Fox 14, your morning news, has expanded to 2 hours to give you more in-depth stories, more morning forecasts, more local sports, more interviews and entertainment, and more fun. Fox 14, your morning news, the area's only local morning newscast between 7 and 9. The right news at the right time. Get the 6-minute advantage with the live Storm Tracker Doppler radar on Fox 14, keeping you and your family safe. Brought to you by E. Orem Young Law, the bankruptcy specialist.
Need service? Need a repair? Click, call, or visit Ryan Chevrolet's Express Service Department. Quick, easy, convenient, quality parts, factory-trained technicians, no appointment necessary. We service all makes, all models. Ryan Chevrolet's Express Service Department offers the most competitive prices in town. Get a 6-quart synthetic oil change and tire rotation for $59.95, or an 8-quart synthetic oil change and tire rotation for $69.95. Click, call, or visit Ryan Chevrolet's Express Service Department.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for 72 months, plus cash back, and the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
I knew this would work. I could feel it in my heart chakra. Your aura is so glowy. I honor that. It's our Constant Contact email list. One for herbalists, one for crystal collectors. I sent one out to our aromatherapy list. The universe willed them to click.
Send targeted emails that drive great results for your business.
The universe is so universal.
Oh my gosh. It really is.
Constant Contact. Try email and our new website builder free.
It's Interstate Hyundai's Hope on Wheels. With every new vehicle sold, we donate $100 to cure pediatric cancer. Together, that's over $160 million. A Santa Fe, $23,880. A Tucson, $19,880. A Kona, $18,880. A Velocidor, $18,880. A Sonata, $17,880. And a Elantra, $17,880. And the all-new Palisade is here. You're supporting Hope on Wheels, where it doesn't take a big payday to buy an Interstate Hyundai in West Monroe.
News sponsored by Marie's Medical.
The Animal House is your local pet store. Cypress Street, West Monroe.
Live Storm Tracker Doppler Radar, sponsored by bankruptcy attorney E. Orem Young. Now, Storm Tracker weather with Chief Meteorologist Jared Floyd.
Look at the live Storm Tracker Doppler Radar brought to you by E. Orem Young. Not much out there around the radar site at this hour. Still seeing some showers and heavier rainfall across portions of eastern Texas and far southwestern Louisiana. We're really left with residual cloud cover after some nice outer bands, rain banding kind of set up associated with the remnants of Tropical Depression Imelda. A lot of leftover cloud cover, although those clouds a little bit thinner across southeastern Arkansas and far western Mississippi, extreme northeastern Louisiana. Again, the heaviest rain continuing on the eastern half of this storm, and that's really the circulation continuing to pull that Gulf moisture in. But the heaviest rain will stay closer to the center of circulation overnight. So we'll see heavy rain rates Galveston, Sabine Pass into Hagberry and over toward Lake Charles. And as this system continues to move northward, it will continue with that circulation sending that Gulf moisture inland. That increases our cloud cover, and with daytime heating helps to provide some shower and thunderstorm activity as well. I went ahead and took the information, what we call the tropical wind shield down, if you will, that gives you all the statistical information about this storm. Reason being is because the National Hurricane Center stopped issuing advisories on the storm at 10 o'clock last night. So it's now the Weather Prediction Center that's issuing those advisories, and so none of that information was updating. So that's why I just went ahead and took it down. Still tropical depression, will become a remnant low at some point, probably tomorrow, but still providing that circulation and the low-level moisture streaming in. Not really an overly organized storm in terms of bringing those heavy rain bands in, but it's still a circulation that is responsible for a lot of the moisture that is streaming inland across our areas. So as that moisture moves in, cloud cover, daytime heating, by mid to late afternoon, expect some scattered showers and thunderstorms, some heavier downpours at times, so make note of that. Continuing with rain off and on even through the mid-evening hours, and then that kind of vanishes off the radar screen. Cloud cover continues through the daytime hours on Friday, and again, running into some more isolated to scattered showers and storms. This particular pass, the future tracker, really kind of backs off on the rain chances on Friday, and that really kind of falls in line with the forecast in general for tomorrow. We really have the best rain chances set up for early Friday. It looks like late tomorrow afternoon into tomorrow evening, maybe the best rain chances we see from this system. And that's also including what we saw rain-wise today. Much warmer to the northeast, cooler to the southwest. Rain-cooled air and cloud cover here, a little bit more sunshine and warmer temperatures across the area through the afternoon in Monticello and Greenville. So we'll look for overnight lows tonight and low into the 70s. Clouds will hang around, but the rain chances overnight should drop pretty close to zero. Highs tomorrow, anywhere from the mid-80s to the mid-90s. And I know you're thinking, Jared, that's a pretty wide range. And you're right. But there's a reason being for that. Most of our cloud cover and rainfall, best chances will be in the southern and western sections of the ArkLaMiss. North and eastern sections may see a little bit more sunshine late in the day, and you could see temperatures spike through the afternoon. More of the same for Friday, especially early. Everything's scooting out as we head into the weekend and returning to, surprise, surprise, more of a summer-like pattern. Maybe a few pop-up storms with highs in the mid-90s for the first of next week, and morning lows generally in the low end of the 70s. So again, we're not done with summer just yet.
Not just yet.
Nope.
All right, thanks a lot, Jared.
You bet.
A storm system formed in the Gulf and developed into a tropical storm before making landfall Tuesday. Now officials are issuing flash flood warnings. Forecasters say that the Houston area could see the most rainfall from one storm since Hurricane Harvey in 2017. Camila Burnell is in Galveston with the latest.
Tropical storm Imelda has weakened into a tropical depression since making landfall near Freeport Tuesday afternoon. But officials want Houston area residents to know they're not out of the woods.
Right now what we're expecting is street level flooding. So we encourage people that if they don't need to be out on the streets, to please stay home.
The storm continues to dump rain over southeastern Texas and isn't expected to let up for at least a couple of days.
The last few times that it's flooded, I've been out here working in this stuff, and it's pretty dangerous. I've seen some really dangerous stuff happen.
Imelda has prompted a flash flood watch for more than 7 million people. Several Texas schools preemptively canceled activities Wednesday, including those in the Houston and Galveston Independent School Districts and Texas A&M University at Galveston. Even so, some residents are taking the storm threat more seriously than others. Surfers were spotted in the water despite red flag warnings.
It was good enough to get off work early.
And this couple kept their plans to have a picnic on the seawall. As Imelda moves inland, parts of eastern Texas and Louisiana are also expected to feel the effects.
And everyone that I've talked to today that has come out now that the rain has stopped to assess the damage and to look around says that they're doing okay with the exception of just some leaks. Reporting in Galveston, Texas, I'm Camila Bernal. Back to you.
Coming up on Fox 14, a teen murdered as dozens watch and film his death. We'll have more on why investigators believe he was killed and their warning to witnesses who stood by and hit record.
You want a quality pre-owned vehicle? Then shop CarTown, where each car's been run through a 50-point inspection process and comes with a 2-year, 100,000-mile warranty. Quality vehicles at affordable prices is what CarTown's been doing for more than 50 years. Shop us at usedcargiants.com.
Watching John Bell these last few years, the thing that stands out most is his leadership.
Whether it's a budget crisis or natural disaster, the leadership qualities that we were taught at West Point are on display every day.
He's doing what we were trained to do, and that's lead from the front.
There's a line from the cadet prayer that says, choose the harder right instead of the easier wrong.
And that is how John Bell Edwards leads.
We've always been able to count on him to do the right thing.
Especially when it matters most.
Bad calls? Not here at Interstate in West Monroe. It's Ram Power Days, where we're passing out great deals without the interference. A Ram 1500 Quad Cab, $22,990. A Cherokee, $18,990. A Compass, $17,990. A Renegade, $16,990. A Journey, $16,990. The all-new Gladiator is $5,000 off. And a Ram 2500, heavy-duty, $9,000 off. Shop InterstateDodge.com. No flags? You're the real winner at Interstate Dodge Chrysler Jeep Ram Fiat in West Monroe.
It's a difference you can see and taste. Everyday tap water versus water filtered through the new Chief Water Purification System. Installed at your home or business, this system removes chlorine, chemicals, bad taste, and odors from your municipal water source. No more rain buildup around bathtubs. This system will extend the life of your washing machine, dishwasher, and hot water heater. No replacement filters, just a water hose to backflush the filter to keep it clean. It's a clear choice. Call your local distributor at Ken's Coffee Service today.
Need service? Need a repair? Click, call, or visit Ryan Chevrolet's Express Service Department. Quick, easy, convenient, quality parts, factory-trained technicians, no appointment necessary. We service all makes, all models. Ryan Chevrolet's Express Service Department offers the most competitive prices in town. Get a 6-quart synthetic oil change and tire rotation for $59.95, or an 8-quart synthetic oil change and tire rotation for $69.95. Click, call, or visit Ryan Chevrolet's Express Service Department.
Washington Democrats want a full government takeover of health care, but John Bell Edwards has already started.
On every level, it's been a success.
False. Reports show his takeover had widespread misspending, prompting a federal probe. Handouts going to those who didn't qualify. Millions wasted. Over 40% of our state budget goes to fund health care.
On every level, it's been a success.
Wrong. Higher taxes and mismanagement. That's John Bell Edwards. Paid for by RGA Right Direction PAC.
Hi, folks. CarTown's been on Louisville Avenue for over 50 years, taking care of all your vehicle needs. And with over 200 in stock, it's a great time to shop usedcargiants.com or come see us at the foot of Louisville Bridge, Monroe, West Monroe.
If you've been injured in a big rig accident, call Creed & Creed, your local injury attorneys.
Fox 14 News at 9 continues.
A teen's murder was live streamed on social media and recorded by dozens of people who watched and did nothing to help, according to police. We do want to warn you that some of the footage may be disturbing to some viewers. Reed Binion has the latest.
They videoed his death instead of helping him.
Police say some of the final moments of 16-year-old Cassine Morris's life were recorded on cell phones and streamed on social media.
Kids stood here and didn't help Cassine. They would rather video this event.
Police say dozens of people watched an unarmed Morris get stabbed earlier this week outside of a strip mall in Nassau County, New York, and did nothing to help.
There was several kids here. There's got to be about 50, 60, 70 kids here. We have a handful of kids that have come forward that have identified subjects involved in this. There is definitely more.
Morris was taken to a hospital where he later died. Investigators say the fight Morris was involved in was over a girl.
It's over a common girl and a perception of who she might be dating or who she might be hanging with.
Homicide detectives are now urging and warning witnesses to come forward.
You need to get out in front of this. After I put handcuffs on you is not going to be the time to be helpful for you.
Officials say police presence has now been beefed up around the school and the area where the fight took place. Nassau County put out a statement on the stabbing saying, quote, "If you see someone in serious danger, please use your phone to get help, not likes and shares."
You guys took my brother away from me and my family.
I'm Reed Binion reporting.
At least one person has been arrested and charged with Morris's death. That suspect is expected to be arraigned on Thursday. For the second time in 2 months, the Federal Reserve is lowering interest rates. Here is how the cut will impact your bottom line. Since credit card companies typically mirror the Fed, chances are the interest rate that you pay could fall, but not as soon as you think. Credit card agreements usually allow companies to use the highest rate from the previous 60 days. You might see similar decreases on car loan rates. The impact on your monthly mortgage payment depends on your type of plan. A fixed rate mortgage is just as it sounds, fixed. So no change there. Payments on an adjustable rate mortgage will likely drop finally. Now, don't expect to see your savings account fatten. You'll be earning less interest on the money that you've got stashed. In world news, pointing the finger of blame at Iran. After days of accusations and speculation, Saudi Arabia finally presented evidence today to back up its claim that Iran is behind the attacks on its oil facilities. And there was a lot of alleged evidence presented. A defense official showed recovered debris, as you can see here. He says 18 drones and 7 cruise missiles were used in the attack. And he showed reporters maps, surveillance footage, and other data. But while he made clear the kingdom believes Iran is responsible, he could not say exactly where the drones and missiles were fired from, only that they did not originate in Yemen, and it was somewhere north of the kingdom. While Canada's Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is apologizing after a photo surfaces showing that he darkened his face dramatically for a costume. Trudeau says the 2001 photo was taken when he was a teacher in Vancouver. He says he dressed up to attend an end-of-the-year gala where the theme was Arabian Nights. He claims it was a part of an Aladdin costume.
I shouldn't have done that. I should have known better, but I didn't, and I'm really sorry.
The release of this photo comes just days before voters head to the polls on October 21st. Up next, Jared has one last look at your 7-day forecast. That's next on Fox 14. Stay with us.
Get your mower going. Hunters, get ready. Hunting season is right around the corner, but your yard needs to be mowed now. With Exmark's Triple Play sales event, you can buy a brand new mower and not have to pay until April. That's no payments until April 1st. No joke. No payments until April. This leaves more money for you to spend on hunting equipment and more time for you to spend in the blind this fall. That's Exmark's Triple Play sales event going on now at Ouachita Lawn and Garden.
Whether it's time to get to work or to your weekend, make sure it's all quality time. Get to Nissan Truck Month and save big on a J.D. Power award-winning truck, including Titan, best in quality, and Frontier, best in dependability. Both with the tech you want and the quality you need. Hurry in to Nissan Truck Month today. Get 0% financing for 72 months, plus cash back, and the Midnight Edition package at no extra charge.
It's amazing to think that Parker Auto Body is celebrating 35 years of business. We've been honored to serve our growing community, helping us to become the largest and most efficient shop in the area. Our long-term, well-trained staff, as well as our state-of-the-art facility on Cypress Street in West Monroe, are why we continually receive consumer awards and certifications from over 15 major manufacturers. We are so incredibly thankful to this community and are honored to be trusted to return your vehicle to pre-accident condition with a safe, quality repair.
Here's the truck you've always wanted, with everything you expect from America's best-selling pickup. Now, with an unexpected offer, get a premium leather interior and full bed liner at no extra charge. The luxury you want, an offer you can't pass up. Don't miss your chance to save on this exclusive offer. Get $11,400 in total savings on F-150, plus premium leather and liner at no extra charge. Only at your Southern Quality Ford dealer.
It's time for your Go Nation Report, sponsored by Gordon McKernan Injury Attorneys.
For those expecting to see LSU donning their road white jerseys this weekend in Nashville, not so fast. Vanderbilt gonna go to their alternate battle-ready all-gray jerseys, which means LSU will have to wear purple for a second straight week, which usually doesn't happen. Our resident NFL scout, though, Chris Landry, says it's some of those young Tigers in those jerseys there in Nashville, and especially some of those young running backs who he expects to catch his eye on Saturday.
We always use that phrase, a pair and a spare. You better have three guys that you feel comfortable with, particularly at the college level, that can be really effective. Look, you got to get them ready. You got to put them under fire a little bit. The running ability is there, but being able to hit the hole and having the instinctual qualities that comes with understanding blocking and certainly understanding in the passing game are things you want to work through and things you want to develop. And I think it's getting to that point. You need to have these guys ready to go when it's Florida time, it's Auburn time, and so on and so forth. You better have that, and you better have the multiplicity of guys being able to play and be fungible in that full running back role.
For your Go Nation Report here in Baton Rouge, I'm Brian Holland.
Quick look at the 7-day forecast. Upper 80s for highs tomorrow for many of us. Not all of us, though. Clearing and some sunshine to the north and east of the ArkLaMiss. We're talking southeastern Arkansas, extreme northeastern Louisiana. You folks could still see low to mid-90s and could miss out on some of that rainfall. But Friday also gives you another chance. Regardless, we will clear out and warm up as we go into the weekend with highs in the low 90s and morning lows generally near 70 degrees.
Well, Mercedes-Benz is looking to add some luxury to the electric scooter industry. The German automaker gave the world a sneak peek of its first e-scooter. Mercedes is teaming up with a Swiss scooter maker called Micro to create the two-wheel ride. The company has not released many details about the project, and from their pictures, we see the e-scooter will come with a classic black coating. It's also branded with the Mercedes-Benz logo on the handlebar stem. The automaker has promised that the ride will be, quote, specifically designed for the first or last mile. The Mercedes-Benz e-scooter is expected to hit the market in early 2020. You know, Jared, now people can finally say they can afford a Mercedes-Benz, probably.
How much did they say it costs?
I don't know.
Then we don't know if we can afford it yet.
I know, but some people can. I feel like it'd be cheaper than a car, don't you think?
I can afford that better than I can afford a real Benz.
That's going to be for us. We'll see you back here tomorrow.